into
Okay.
this whole half.
Welcome to Bring Out Your Devs. The dev of choice today in the land of devs is James. We have James, and James, starting with James Brown, our gameplay engineer. So first question, before you guys get to ask yours, always is, what are you working on?
Okay. Currently, right now, I am working on server communication stuff for getting groups ready for servers to talk to each other. So the game server and the group server are on the same page, as well as the API server and other servers in the future.
So many servers. Okay. How are things going as king of the mod squad?
Things are going great. We've actually got, I think like six new mod squatters in the last 2 weeks.
Nice.
And a few of them are getting work done. Mod Squad's been busting out a lot of stuff. I think Tyler put a list in the last update about a bunch of things that they've been doing. And since we got the new patcher up in the chat, they're having a lot of fun adding things to chat, so making it more cool.
Nice. Okay, so it's your turn. You've seen JB before. I think the last time was when you were showing off the new patcher and talking about that in a live stream a couple weeks ago. So what would you like to ask him that he's working on now? Would be good, or random things that you always wanted to know. Hopefully you'll catch up. Everyone says yo, and they've refreshed.
Hello, everybody.
Now the first question is not always about fortune cookies. Vessi wants to know what the next project Mod Squad will be working on, or is that top secret?
It's not top secret. Mod Squad's doing a lot of different things all the time. We have different people working on different things. So, as far as big projects go, we'll have the crafting UI stuff coming up soon. Other UI projects, new options menu, super exciting, right?
Well, hey, for crafting it is.
We'll have, chat, getting chat into game. Our patcher chat into the game is going to be fun to get that done. I got to get stuff upgraded first in the game client, though.
Does this mean that I don't have to look at your command sheet for every time I craft something? Does it mean we'll have a UI with visuals?
Yeah, we'll have a UI for that. Well, right now, Or2 is making a UI that is essentially a text entry box, but it has tutorial explanations and, kind of supposed to help you through that. Okay. And so that'll be, version 0.0001 of crafting UI, of basically just, this is how you craft UI. And then we'll add some buttons to it to make it easier so you don't have to type all the stuff.
Nice. That'll be great. Okay, when do you think the fix in the test patcher will be merged into the main patcher? Not sure which fix you're referring to, but maybe JB knows.
I'm not sure what fix you're talking about. I'm guessing you're meaning the download error thing, and that's really a question for Dave, because he is in charge of the patcher core stuff. I just did the UI.
Oh, the client exe bug? Is that what you're asking
no,
for?
some people can't download everything because of the way we were downloading. It just didn't work for everybody. And it's a very small few number of people, but we ended up having to batch download things instead of saying, hey, internet, give me 4,000 files. It's like, give me 100 files. Those are done. Give me another 100 files. Okay. And do that.
And it worked, hopefully.
That's what's
We'll see what Dave says.
So Dave's just got to bring that up to latest. He made that a few months ago, and the code has changed a lot, and he just needs to take the old code and make it work with the new code.
Okay.
I don't know when that is going to happen.
What crazy things we'll be able to do with groups and group chat down the line?
Crazy things?
What's crazy? Whisper
I don't
in
know
your
what
group?
crazy things are. You'll be able to, do group stuff.
You can talk to your group.
You can talk to them. You can look at information about them. There's a lot of cool group stuff that we'll talk about when the group design doc goes out, because there's some new unique ideas for things related to groups that we've talked about with Mark and Ben. And there's some really cool stuff in that, but I can't talk about that yet.
Yes. Group doc later.
Yeah.
They want to know what your shirt says.
Oh,
Because it's folded in a way that
so
sounds
my
like
shirt
it's
says
swearing.
Ice Bucket Challenge.
Ice bucket.
With
bucket was the word, guys.
Ice Bucket Challenge
Bucket.
with a beer bucket.
Okay. Has group size been confirmed? Latwin for Beta 1, the group size has been confirmed, but it's just beginning number.
Yeah, group size is just going to be 8 for the start of Beta 1, but that's, subject to change depending how
Yes.
things work and depending how they play with all of our classes and what we have going on.
Will we be able to add guild chat to the patcher or something like that on release?
Yes.
Soupy, you missed the
hope.
beginning. That's okay. We're asking questions for JB. No. about 20-man groups. No. Let's see. Yes, I know. You guys are super excited for that Beta 1 confirmation. We said it before, but no one seemed to pick up on it.
Yeah, no, we're doing 8 to start with just to see how it goes.
Yes.
Because that's just the big popular number.
It is. Okay, do you have more questions? Or are you going to cheer more about the number 8? Well, let's see. Do you have any BSC ideas for the guild mechanic? Sure what that means?
Yes, and they're in the document.
The one we can't talk about.
Yeah. So I actually added some stuff to that document myself, and I have a whole another section in there that I wrote up. So that's going to be cool to get out.
I haven't read it in a month. Can we have March on Oz in the patcher while we're waiting for you? You guys can download March on Oz. It's available.
Yeah, it's Unity, but I don't think it's built in a way that we can compile it to embed in the web.
Why don't you just guys go to the iTunes store and download it?
Yeah,
I think
you
it's
can get it on the
99 cents
iPad.
or something.
But having fun little games in there is definitely a cool idea and something that I'd like to do maybe. It's just really if the mod squad can do it, because obviously I can't, put our time into it.
Yeah.
But we'd like to do some kind of little mini games while patching or something would be awesome. So we'll be working. Hopefully, maybe Mod Squad might maybe have some
Might feel
ideas
motivated to do that?
and do that.
Okay. No, Satchel, you can ask other questions if you want, but obviously things that he's working on would be better because he can answer them. If you get into too many design questions, he's not going to be able to give answers.
Yeah, I'm not a designer,
Yeah.
programmer.
Latween wants to know, is Beta 1 just waiting on you to get the groups? Are you holding up Beta 1 personally?
There's
what they
other
wanna
things
know.
other than groups.
No, JV is not the problem.
But yes, the groups is a big part of it. That's what I'm working on right now.
Okay. What questions do you wish we'd ask you? Wow, Oldevic, that's inceptive.
RuneScape in the patcher? That's an excellent idea, Tim.
Hmm.
I'm the only one who plays that around here.
Yep. Will we have Discord chat integrated into the game? Have we heard back from them?
As far as text chat and stuff, like we can embed it, but they don't have a SDK or anything that I'm aware of for like voice or chat or whatever.
Gotcha. Why is Andrew eternally smiling? Because he's gonna get you. He walked by when you were talking and he was smiling at you. Name one thing that took way less time than expected, and one thing that took a hell of a lot more time than you thought.
I guess part 2, everything.
Seth? Would it be Seth? Is it Seth?
Seth, everything. I mean, Seth took forever. I don't know what took less time. I'm generally pretty optimistic about my time estimates, which means I'm always estimating way too low. So I think Tyler just like doubles everything I say.
Max's real name is not Marvin. I'd like it to be Maximilian, but it's not. Okay. Andrew looks like... You guys are very freaked out about Andrew smiling when he walked by. Why do you always shoot Max in the face? That's a question.
It's just aim.
JB's very good with
You really asked
I really asked that. There you go, Francis Corset.
I think the last time I shot Genesee in the face.
Yeah, I think you might have.
Yeah.
I'd hard to get over Brian doing it.
Well, he did that at like point blank in
He
karate.
really did. Okay, is there going to be something to prevent people from posting pictures in chat? Like inappropriate pictures or something?
Yes, we do. Yeah, that's hard. We right now whitelist certain things, but that doesn't mean you can't have bad things on there. Like Imager's on the whitelist, and Imager can have whatever you want on Imager.
Got you.
But that's an attempt to help prevent any other kind of malicious things. But as far as like, inappropriate pictures and stuff, we have the ability to turn it off, and I don't know how we can filter that. I don't think we can. We would have to probably just have moderators or.
We'll have to see.
Doing it. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe we disable it by default in the game client or something.
Yeah. Is there a way to do things in the game client that doesn't affect like the regular patcher chat, or is it all integrated?
They don't share the same settings, so you can have different settings between them, and we'll also have some things in the client chat that's not in the patcher chat, and vice versa. Just some small differences for how they work.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know how we could do moderation on that, other than just people.
I don't know if you can answer this, but I'll ask. Are there any plans on making the health paper doll UI movable on the display? Like, I guess when you first go in.
The entire UI is going to be movable, and you'll be able to move everything around and all the pieces. Right now, it's not, because I haven't taken the time to do that yet. But you'll be able to move the paper dolls around, your ability buttons and stuff. We have a really nice design for how the ability bars and everything's going to work, and you'll be able to do different groupings of your ability buttons and kind of put them any way you want, whatever layout you want, and a lot of customization. But that requires a lot of work to get in, which we've not, haven't put that time in yet into that.
Yes, they're talking about the different games that they'd like to see in the patcher. Well, Crumph NA, maybe you got a chance to look at some of the Into the Depths game that Max is working on, which is a board game. He's asking if we're gonna make a themed RTS game. Didn't you know that JB was our lead spaceship designer?
Oh, yes, apparently. I'm the lead spaceship engineer
Yes.
here at CC, because I am obsessed with space games and spaceships and all that sci-fi game stuff.
Exactly. Crump, we're teasing. Let's make one game at a time. maybe another one later. One game at a time. Will there be DPS meters in CU? I'll ask.
Well, yes, I think. Will we make one that comes included? Maybe not, but you'll have the ability to see how much damage you're doing, so you'll be able to make a meter out of it.
I see. The info is there to grab.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Yes, Tim is telling you about widgets. More questions? Looks like we have 2 more minutes. So last questions for JB, and then we're going to grab James Koo. No, Kevin, we're not going to put other games in the patcher that belong to other people. That would make JB happy if you put that one in there, but we can't. Okay. Farscape, Andromeda, Stargate.
You should be suggesting these things to the mod squad,
Ah. Okay, last question. Last question. Well, Lazy Monkey, I don't know. I can ask that question if you guys are really into the DPS scenario. Well, here's one. Will the UI contain color customization for more than just status bars?
Yes. There will be color customization for a lot of things.
Okay. Well, okay. You guys are going to be concerned about that now. I guess one more question on... Given that there will be hit location, arms, legs, is the DPS meter even really all that relevant?
Right.
Right.
That's the thing, you'll see some damage numbers, and yeah, how are you going to organize that? And is it even relevant in PvP?
It's a question. But the cool part is the open, GitHub and all the ways you can make things that might be relevant to you. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's our questions for JB. Thank you for joining us.
All right.
All right, wheel on over, and I'll grab James Koo. James Koo is very shy, and he's not super excited about this. So you guys are gonna have to be gentle. I'll be right back. Gentle, James. James. It's time. It's okay. You'll be painless, I promise. Alrighty. Scoochie and James. This is James Koo, our web and UI designer, who you don't get to see a lot because he's kind of got his own space there that the cam doesn't reach.
Right.
Does that deliver it?
No.
No.
It's
Okay.
nice though.
It's nice. Yeah, you're right near the door. All the wonderful breeze from the balcony and everything. So what are you working on right now? We saw a little bit in Periscope.
I'm working on another Patcher video background and some UI realm-specific art. So each realm would have their own style of interface. It's like a skin.
So where would you see that when you get into the game?
In game, yeah. After the character creation, anything in game, all the elements should be like colored and look like your realm, so we can emphasize like realm pride.
Got you.
Yeah.
Now, because you do work on UI and you have Mod Squad, etc., working on things, do you end up working with the Mod Squad, or how does that go?
Yeah, I'm in the Mod Squad channel, and I talk to a lot of the members in there, and do CSS changes and stuff. I work with JB a lot on the UI. Yeah.
Cool. James is also our newsletter header maker.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
makes all the other images when we say we need a new number and a new image.
Right.
And also for the wiki. You pretty much laid out
yeah,
the wiki.
The wiki, that was a big one that we did.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So do you have any questions for Mr. Q? I know everyone wants to get into the Mod Squad channel now. We've just kind of showed you how cool the Mod Squad is. Oh, they like your videos for the Patcher. They said they're awesome and their hearts for you.
Thank you.
Aw, the Mod Squad makes ugly stuff and then you make it look nice.
Yes. Teamwork.
Did you make the ability icons? They
Oh
wanna
yeah,
know.
that's another thing that I've been doing. All the ability icons, components, and stuff. Ben would give me a huge list of all the things, and I would have to quickly spit out icons for them.
And basically, anytime we have a live stream and we're showing like materials, that stuff that you're putting
Oh,
together.
right, yeah.
Yeah, so you probably saw a lot of Ben's abilities like put into that really cool sheet and everything. You kind of you got that together.
Mm-hmm.
What does it feel like to be awesome?
What does it feel like to be awesome? Thanks. Eistern.
Yes. What part of the UI are you looking forward to the most that hasn't been implemented yet? BBQ 1040.
Probably the grouping abilities. Like we have some concepts for it, how to group the abilities that you make. I'm looking forward to how that will all come about, and I'm also looking forward to the custom ability that we're giving users, to see how they take the initial design and change it up to their own ways. And yeah, that's what I'm really looking forward to.
Cool. Oh, that's terrible, Captain. A poem for you called Haiku.
Haiku.
That's
I
terrible.
did a lot in high school.
Okay. I don't know if you can answer that, Wickman. Do you want specific UI rewards for helping out your realm? Like you want backer rewards of UI icons? Interesting. Okay. Will the UI be really charged with a lot of information, more clean with less, or a balanced approach, more or less customizable? Question.
What's that question?
It's kind of long.
Yeah.
Will the UI have a lot of info, be clean with less info, or have a balanced approach between the two?
As a graphic designer, I like minimal, clean design, but with this game, there's a lot of content and information. So I guess I have to find the balance of both. I mean, we need to give the users all the information that they need, but I don't want to overcrowd our HUD and all that stuff. So it's a tough thing, a tough balance to find.
Okay. Will you be doing the Vox UI?
Well, I made the concept for the first.
That's the one they've seen
Yeah.
with the crystals and the Vox,
Right,
and there's
right.
like some things you can do.
Yeah, that was a rough Vox concept that we did. I think I'll continue to be working on it, maybe. I don't know. I'm sure, like, the layout and stuff, I'll be close working with somebody on that.
Gotcha. Well, that's nice. Everything Koo has done so far looks fantastic, and you look forward to more backgrounds, and especially TDD backgrounds.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, nudge, wink. Okay. Yeah, Vesir, they're asking for more of the moving patcher backgrounds as downloads so they can put them on their computer.
Right. Yeah, I hope to get better at that, too. I actually just learned how to do that a couple weeks ago, the background stuff. The After Effects looking up tutorials. I wanna
Better
get
you
to
than me,
the-
man. They're
It'd be
really nice.
cool as a background on your desktop.
Yeah. Now, if you downloaded them, would they still move? Or would it just be a flat image?
Yeah, I've seen people have video background on the desktop. I don't know if you can do it on the Mac, but I've seen it on PCs, which is pretty cool.
Hmm. Okay. Let's see. Are you working on a specific UI for healers? I think they're asking about healer vision.
Right, the healer vision thing. I'm still concepting on that, how to make it like really cool. But I will be working on that in the future.
Nice. How long does it take to make a moving background?
Well, what is it? Michelle does all the artwork, and then I need to like break it up. It takes about a day or two to break it up and put it in After Effects and add in motion. It takes a lot of time to render it out, which is really annoying.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Can you
like-
do other things while it's rendering?
Kinda. If I do anything too intense, my whole computer just dies.
Lovely.
So, yeah.
What's one thing you want to work on you haven't had a chance to do yet?
Oh wait, what was your question? Sorry.
What's the... You're laughing at the...
Yeah.
hype. What's the one thing you want to work on that you haven't had a chance to do yet?
Haven't had a chance to do yet. I don't know. I mean, I'm doing everything that I really want to do right now. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing in my mind right now.
JB's telling everyone how to download the moving patcher
All right,
videos
yeah.
anyway, which apparently are on your computer in your CPUI section. So for those watching on YouTube later, you can go to CU install folders, CPUI UI videos, and get them. Okay. Really, Owen Zaffa? You want to know if Koo's reading a comic series? Do you read comics?
No. I used to read, what is it, Naruto.
Okay.
But I'm more of a watcher. I like watching anime. I finished One Punch Man.
I never saw one.
You haven't seen that?
Mm-mm.
It's pretty fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Foggy, welcome to the chat. Mr. Koo is telling you things. You can ask him questions for another 5 minutes or so. Then he'll disappear back to the corner of art.
Corner.
That's right. Okay, yeah. Tim likes that. I'm waiting for questions, guys. All about One Punch Man.
Oh, season 2's confirmed?
Okay, I saw earlier that you started out with mobile games. How was it like to work for an MMO instead?
It's a lot harder doing this.
Why?
It's just... It's so many pieces that I have to think about, and pieces that I don't even know about yet. And I have have to usually I like designing with the full scope of what I'm gonna do, and then make sure they all come together. But right now, working here on MMO, it's like, hey, work on this piece, and then there might be other pieces later, but we don't know yet. So it's really difficult to
I see.
imagine what could be out there to design everything. So it's very difficult compared to what I had to do before. But it's fun. It's interesting.
Germbag, we have a update on beta tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 1 o'clock UTC, and I think it is 6 o'clock Pacific Time. So here's the stream schedule, which they're linking for you so you can see it later. How long have you been doing this type of work?
Oh man, how long?
Yeah.
I don't even know how long I've been working.
Don't make James think of these things.
Yeah.
He's trying to art.
How long I've been? I don't know how long I've been in CSE. I think 2 years now, and then UI work probably another year, and then graphic design after I graduated, which was 2011.
Don't look at me, man. I can't help you.
I don't think of these things. Yeah, find my LinkedIn and I'll have my,
Okay.
my experience.
That's funny. Okay. Now that you've had your cam time, do you want the cam moved so you're on it more often?
Wait, what? Now that you've had your one cam time, will you want the camera moved? No, I like my my corner of no cam.
No cam land. Okay. Yeah, Francis Courant. It's always the best, sometime between 5 and 15 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so last couple questions, and we will be done with the section on Bring Out Your Devs, so we'll have the cameras up about a half hour later after that. The Corner of Solitude, that's right. I'm telling you, a couple minutes. Use your time wisely. They're very into this. One Punch Man.
You gotta watch it. It's a great
Really?
anime.
What's it about?
It's about this overpowered superhero guy that only
That's
does
every anime
push-ups.
I've ever watched.
No, but he's like, it's different. It's different. It's almost like it's making fun of every anime, but I don't know. It's just so entertaining to watch.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you guys have nothing else to say. Well, that's fine. You don't have any questions to ask. Do you do games in your off time?
Yeah. I've been on and off Diablo 3, League of Legends, Rust, Counter-Strike, CS:GO. Right now, I'm kind of going back to League. It's fun without having to like strain too much on grinding or anything. So yeah, I've been playing that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you to Mr. James Koo.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, and we'll see you again in, I guess, a half hour or so. We have the games on. So, bye, and look for that coming up. Let's see what time that is. Yep, cams are at 5:30, so that's about a half hour from now. And we'll see you then. Thanks, guys.